Hey everybody, David here, Distilling Adventures. I hope you're all doing well. So this week, for my video, I am camping in my hammock at a church. So last week, I stealth camped at a church. But this week, I'm camping at my church. They have a fire ring and a picnic table and some trees by the church that I got permission to use. So I'm going to be camping at church again this week. But this one's not a stealth camp. Yeah, I'm going to go in, get my camp set up, get things ready to go. And I appreciate you being along. Well, the hammock is hung. I had to adjust my ridge line, my structural ridge line. So this shock cord is for keeping the bug net up out of my face. But the structural ridge line was very saggy when I put the hammock up. So I had to make an adjustment on that, but it seems really good right now. We'll see when I land it how it is. But hammock is up for now. I think I'll go ahead and get the tarp up. We are supposed to get some rain in the morning. I think there's a chance of a passing shower possibly this evening. It looks a little cloudy, a little iffy, but nothing too major. But I'm going to go ahead and put the tarp up and have it in place and ready to go. And we'll finish getting camp set up. So I'm all set up. Fire ring. Looking forward to having a fire this evening. I'm going to make dinner first. I'll be using the fire maple stove to make dinner tonight. But yeah, looking forward to this. It's a beautiful evening. It is 64 degrees at the moment. I think it's going to get down to 50 tonight. So I put the underquilt on. Yeah, should be very nice weather for sleeping. Well, alrighty then. Might be overkill for what I'm cooking tonight. But I want to use the new fire maple stove. Yes, sir. So let's see here. I haven't used it yet, but I'm excited to. For dinner tonight, I'm having some hot smoked sausages. Queen City, baby. Simple. On buns, this is mustard. I brought some pickles. This should be mighty tasty. Let's get our stove on, shall we? All right. Holy smokes. Bring it down, bring it down. Let's get these out. And on the heat. I'm going to do 2 of these tonight. Well, I'm excited to have this burner because there's some things I want to fix while I'm camping that I just couldn't before. So this is going to be great. So dinner is served. I know I told you I was putting mustard on it, but a little hack for guys like myself with huge mustaches, I put the mustard underneath so it doesn't get all over. Just a little trick for you. I haven't eaten since breakfast, and I'm really hungry. So this is hitting the spot. These are hot sausages, but they're not super hot. They're just the right amount of heat. The flavor, these things are just phenomenal. Come on, focus. There we go. So good. Brought some pickles. You just can't go wrong with pickles. So good. That was so good. That really hit the spot. 2 of those was a good appetizer. I only brought 2 buns. I guess it'll be coming up on 3 years here very shortly that I started losing weight, and I lost 54 pounds. And then not long ago, gained about 8 pounds back, and I've been working on losing that again. And I think I've lost about half of that. So I purposely rationed my meal by not bringing more buns. So it'll be fine. I did bring dessert. I'm going to indulge a little bit in dessert tonight. Nothing fancy. It's not Louisiana crunch cake, but it's still something really tasty. I do appreciate you coming along. So there is a stray cat. And I don't know where it went, but it's been hanging around. So I think it's used to getting fed here. I don't think I have much. I'll have to look that I could really share with the cat. I don't think these hot mets would work. They'll be a little too spicy. And yeah, I'll have to see what I have. I can't let him go without. Although he does not look like he's gone without food. He doesn't look, like he's starving. As a matter of fact, I think he had a collar on and some tags. So he has a home and gets fed while he's out and about. So, yeah, I don't think he's starving. I say he. I heard a fact recently. Well, I don't know if it's a fact. I heard a statistic that majority of cats, like maybe upwards of like 70%, are females, or at least somewhere in the 60% range uh, of cats are female. We have a cat. He happens to be a male, so I'm saying he. So I don't think it'll be too offended. All right, so it's time for dessert. Just some lemon cake. Don't have to fix it. Don't have to cook it. Just gotta eat it. I love lemon. Mm. Lemon donuts, lemon cake, lemon cupcakes, lemon loaf. I love lemon. Well, one of the really nice things about camping here at my church is it's kind of like going to a campground, but it's private. There's just one site, and it's not even really a site. You know, just found some trees to hang my hammock here, back where they have the fire pit, and I just drove here. I didn't have to do a lot of hiking, which I wouldn't mind. I love to hike, but it was nice just to drive here. Brought some firewood, and you know, it's kind of convenient. And there is a Dairy Queen kind of across the street. This isn't enough dessert. Could always take a little ice cream break, but I won't. Can't say I didn't think about it though, but I won't. Make the fire. Relax a bit. My real weakness, donuts. Absolutely love donuts. Any kind of donut, but I love donuts. That was just like a sweet loaf, but it was a lemon loaf. And that is a pretty darn close second. Anything lemon, as I said. So, lemon donuts, that's like my kryptonite. No, that's my kryptonite on steroids because just donuts, that's my kryptonite. But a lemon donut, woo. Mm. I had those in front of me. I'm afraid I would not be able to stop. I would eat all of them until they're gone, whether it's one or a dozen. So when I use the, the lapel mic, which I'm not happy with the audio quality, and I apologize. I think it sounds sort of muffled. Um, yeah, just the quality of the mic is not great. But when I have the mic on, you can't hear the birds. It's a beautiful evening, and the birds are singing. Sun is going down just in front of me to my right. The trees are pretty much blocking it. It's kind of filtering through the leaves a little bit. It's very pretty. Um, it was pretty overcast, and now the sky has cleared way up. So a beautiful blue sky, some nice white fluffy clouds. Some clouds are a little darker, but I would imagine if I could see the sunset, it would be a beauty. I think it's time to make a fire. What do you think? Make a fire and enjoy a distilled beverage? All right, let's do it. There we go. But it did get going a bit. It smells great. Okay. The fire's going. I'm not going to do too much to keep it going very long tonight. But I'll enjoy the wood that's on there now while I enjoy this. All right. So what is this? Well, tonight, this is a 9-year-old bourbon whiskey, 107 proof from Cat's Eye Distillery. It's an Obtainium bourbon whiskey. Yeah, 9 years old, 107 proof, like I said. Yeah. Good color on that. Good color. It looks really nice. So like I said in my last video, I'm not going to go on and on about the bourbon I'm drinking because a lot of you probably don't care. But I'll give you some highlights. So anyway, we're going to see how it tastes. Cheers. Ooh, that's a cherry bomb. Oh yeah, cherries and apple. Weird combination. I don't usually get those both together, but those are both the strong dominant notes. Of course, there's some caramel, some brown sugar, some of the traditional bourbon notes in there, but yeah, good stuff. I'm not the world's best fire starter, so don't laugh too hard at it. I'm really thankful to have this fire tonight. I'm not going to stoke it too much tonight and throw a lot of wood on there. I'm just going to enjoy what's here, probably let that burn out. It is going on 9 o'clock. So I'm just going to relax with my whiskey and the fire. That is a pitiful fire. I'm sorry. See if I can get it going a little better here. No, that's no better. That's all right. I'm still enjoying it. Nothing like sitting around a fire. I guess I'm not sitting around a fire. I'm just one guy by myself. I'm sitting at the fire. All right, I'm going to go drink on this a little bit. Relax. I'll bring you back in a few. All right. Sometimes the great outdoors just calls for a great pipe. Tobacco and whiskey, they go well together. It is such a rare occasion that I actually do this, but camping and a campfire, perfect time to do this. So nice. Turn this up a little bit. See if that's any better. Feel okay. Sat by the fire and finished my whiskey. Enjoyed my pipe. And didn't turn the camera back on. Just really enjoyed it. It was nice. Called and checked in with my wife. Told her good night. And now I'm here in the hammock, ready to turn in myself. I don't plan on checking back in tonight unless something happens. But when I asked for permission to camp here at the church, They did tell me not to be too surprised if the police come by and see my truck and kind of nose around back here to see if there's anyone back here, which there is. But it shouldn't be much of an issue. If they do come back, I can show them the text showing I had permission. And yeah, I don't think it should be much of an issue. But if it is, I'll let you know. I'm going to lay here and relax. 56 degrees. Little traffic noise, but very peaceful. So I might just soak it all in right now. All right. Well, I guess I'll see you all in the morning. Good night. Lights out. Good morning. It's about 5 minutes past coffee. Let's get at it. All right, good morning. Coffee. Oh yeah, good stuff. So I'm going to make some breakfast here. I may have to go to the table under the canopy. There's a few light raindrops right now. Doesn't look like it should be anything too terrible as far as rain goes, but there is a little. So let's make this happen anyway. Well, all right, we'll see how this is. Can't really go wrong with hot smoked sausage, eggs, cheese, and a little seasoning. So I love bagels with the everything seasoning on them. Didn't have a bagel, so I just put the seasoning on here. It's pretty good. Pretty good. So it is raining a little bit. Yeah, the rain is a very fine mist. Don't believe that name. It's hitting me. Mist. Yeah, right. Ooh, starting to come down a little more now. Let's get under the shelter, shall we? That rain sounds so nice hitting the tarp. So my family and I are going to go see professional ultimate frisbee game today. Traveling to Indianapolis to see the Alley Cats play the Detroit Mechanics. Should be a great time. Well, I'm sure most of you out there are very familiar with ultimate frisbee, especially professional ultimate frisbee. My wife and I had our first exposure to ultimate frisbee 2 weeks ago or so. Our worship pastor here at church, their youngest son plays for a local high school team. One of their older boys plays professionally for the Indianapolis Alley Cats. So we're traveling to Indianapolis today to go watch the Alley Cats play Jake's this boy's former team, the Detroit Mechanics. And I understand there's quite a rivalry there. I don't know anything about professional ultimate frisbee. I don't know a lot about ultimate frisbee to begin with. I've been to one game, like I said. But it was a lot of fun. It's sort of a cross between, it's like a hybrid of football. It's played on the football field, football and basketball. It's a frisbee, so you can't really dribble it. So once you catch the frisbee, you have to have a foot planted. You can't travel with it. And you just need to get the frisbee downfield to the end zone to score. In order to score one of your team members, when they catch the frisbee, they have to be in the end zone when they catch it. And it has to be a clean catch. They have to have possession of it. So yeah, I mean, it's a lot of fun. We found ourselves really into it. So we're going today. We're going to get our first professional ultimate frisbee game under our belts. The rain is still coming down a little bit, but not too much. I don't think the rain's done. Breezy and nice out here right now. It is 54 degrees. When I got up this morning, it was about, I had my alarm set for 6:45. By the time I actually got up and out of the hammock, it was about 5 till 7. And it was, when I looked, 51 degrees. So got down to like 51 degrees. And it was great sleeping weather. I woke up at one point about 2 or 2:15 this morning. And I was hot. I was borderline sweating. I'm not really a hot sleeper, but I don't know why I was so hot. But I woke up and I was just roasting. No reason to be. I'm not exactly super warm-blooded. I get cold pretty easily. And it was, at that point, probably mid-50s. But yeah, slept really well. Got up a couple times. At one time I was really hot. Got up one or two other times just for a short period of time, a minute or so, and was back to sleep. So a hammock is magical. Really great sleep. I think I do have to readjust my ridge line. Somehow it got a little off where it where it's wrapped around at the gathered end of the hammock. Um, as I think I mentioned yesterday, there was a lot of slack in the ridge line, the structural ridge line, not the continuous, obviously. Uh, there was a lot of slack in the ridge line, and I adjusted it at the one end and got the tension right to where I wanted it. But I feel like I have too much of an of a dip of an angle. The angle of the tree straps themselves at the tree are pretty good. They're a little steeper, but within what I call tolerance. A little more than that 30 degrees. But the hammock angle, the lie of the hammock itself is just a little off. So more tweaking to do. I will probably do that maybe one day this week, one evening. Get a break in the rain. I think it's supposed to rain more this week. If we get a break in the rain, um, take it out and try to tweak it a little bit. It is really just so nice and so peaceful out here. I feel like I've got something going on with my voice. I felt a little bit yesterday morning that I might be, it was just something in my throat. It wasn't really sore, but it just felt like it was extra dry. And I feel that a little more again this morning. So hopefully that's nothing. I don't want a cold or anything. But other than that, feeling great. I just sound stranger than usual. I sound like I'm going through puberty. That might be it. I am pretty young, you know. Yep, finally puberty. Might be able to grow a decent mustache now. I know I can't grow it up here. I outgrew my hair. Just one less thing to worry about the way I look at it. I actually, my hairline started receding at 17. Some bad genes right there. Um, I was very self conscious of it at 17, realizing I was 18, but I graduated high school at 17, and at summer after I graduated, I started, I think, noticing it and becoming a little self conscious of it. So can't fight it. It is what it is. I grow facial hair like nobody's business. Once upon a time, I had a called a nipple length beard. I went about 14 months without shaving or trimming a hair on my face. I just let it all grow. And it got down to, right about there or so. Before that, I had a really big goatee. And being a pipe smoker, met some friends through Instagram who are pipe carvers just north of me in Dayton. And they were coming down to Cincinnati for an event, Oktoberfest here in Cincinnati. And there was an event alongside that called Oktobeard Fest. And this was, my goodness, 10 years ago, maybe. Um, and they were setting up a booth showing their pipes at this event. And I thought, I'm going to go down and visit them, meet these guys in person. We became friends on Instagram. We live close enough that why not? So anyway, I went over to the event, not knowing what Oktoberfest Fest was. And when I showed up in my big goatee, those guys are like, "You should enter the competition." I said, "No, I'm not a facial hair competitor." And I didn't know. Hey, it's like ultimate frisbee. I didn't know it existed. Um, I said, well, it's not a full beard. It's just a goatee. They said, no, there's all kinds of categories. There's mustaches and partial beards and full beards and blah, blah, blah. So just for fun, I'm there anyway. I thought I'd enter. And I entered, and it was at a place called Memorial Hall here in Cincinnati. And I entered, and they called my number, and you walk out on stage, and you just stick your face out there, and you really play it up, and you just show the crowd, your foliage. And then there's a panel of judges. One of the judges was, I think, at one point a contestant on, what's the Survivor, on one of the show episodes of Survivor, and he's gone on, I guess, even in the midst of that, maybe he was a world mustache champion. Forget his name, but he was one of the judges. There were 3 or 4 judges on the panel, and he had to go over and stick your face right up there at the judges, and they got a good look at it. And anyway, long story about nothing. But I entered this competition and did my thing, and the pipe carvers said, a lot of guys take props out with them. Why don't you take a pipe? So I took one of my pipes out and had it in my face, and of course it wasn't lit or inside, and couldn't do that. But I did take it out as my prop. So I did my thing, and sitting up in the audience with some of my friends, and they were competitors in the competition as well. But that's why they were there. They were serious about it. So we're all sitting there just talking a little bit, and they started announcing the winners, and sure enough, they called my name. I won 3rd place. My first and only facial hair competition, and I placed. So there you go. So anyway, I can grow facial hair. Just can't grow it on my head. So I got this big mustache. I've had it big like this before, and I trimmed it back down. And then let it grow again. I don't know. Maybe next video it'll be short again. You have to tune in to find out. I'm always changing it up a little bit. So when the rain started, I just grabbed everything and brought it. I had my Trackology table and half of the picnic table. It's under the tarp here, and just brought it all over and threw it under the tarp. So I'm going to go ahead and take some time to organize some stuff. Got my trash bag sitting on the picnic table. I do not want it to blow away. My spatula's on it, but I want to get that all gathered up, garbage thrown away, things packed up where they belong, and I'll check back in here. I know you're going to want to stay tuned. This has been some valuable entertainment right here, so you're not going to want to miss what's coming. Let me just tell you. Before I do go, for anyone who might be left, if you would please do me a favor. Once again, just hit that like button for me, please. It really means a lot to me. I'm getting closer to 100 subs. I'm at 77. It's funny, after I uploaded my last video, I dropped like 2 or 3 subs, and then ended up doing a net gain of like 5. So I'm at like 77 now. I'd love to get to 100, maybe after this video drops. Then maybe I can do a little something special for the 100 sub milestone. I bet I could maybe even do a giveaway or something. Why not? Maybe I give away a sample of whiskey for those of you who like whiskey. Some sort of camping gear. Just something small. But maybe just some little local flair from my town. Every town has their own little stuff that makes them special. I could probably put a little something together and send it out. Just a little something to show my appreciation and say thanks for getting to 100 subs. So if you'd go ahead and subscribe for me, please. That'd really help me get there. I'd love that. I do appreciate you all for watching. Oh yeah, and that notification bell, That way you know when I put out new stuff. They'll let you know automatically. And you will not miss this riveting entertainment. That in itself should be worth the price of admission. I know it's worth that. All right, thanks. All right, so I got most of the little stuff packed up, ready to go. Then the rain started coming again. So I took this opportunity to smoke the last little bit of tobacco left in my pipe from last night and listen to the sound of the rain on the tarp. Because why not? What else can you do, right? I think I'm amazed all over again each week at just how much I love being out in the woods, hanging between two trees, listening to the sounds of nature and the birds and the rain and even just the breeze, the whole bit, taking it all in. So if you get a chance, maybe just take the chance. Take a few minutes, be intentional about getting out and taking in nature, what's around you. Sit in your yard, go to a park, whatever. Just your little patch of the world. Just get out there and take it in. I mean, it's free therapy. It is very therapeutic. My brother Todd and his wife Tammy have recently just gotten in their RV and traveled across the country to West Yellowstone to work at a campground and at a hotel in their retirement. And they're getting out there. They're going to see some amazing stuff. I can only imagine. I know they watch my videos. I miss you guys, but I hope you're having a great time taking in what's around you. I can only imagine. But wherever you are, if you can't get to Yellowstone, get out and enjoy what's around you and take it in. Like I said, be intentional. All right, I'm going to wait for the next little break in the rain and try to get torn down so I can get going. I'll check back in before I do. Well, alrighty then. Here's camp. Everything's all torn down. All right. Quick triple check, make sure I'm not forgetting anything. All righty. Looks good. Well, I want to thank you all for coming along on this exciting adventure. I do appreciate you taking your time to watch. Time is valuable, and I appreciate it. I appreciate you. All right. Well, I'll sign off now. Thanks again for being here, and I'll see you again soon, Lord willing. And until then, get out there and do something. God bless.